For payment of unpaid salary.
Lordships, as a matter of fact, this petitioner and respondent number 10, they are the rival claimants of the same post.
Let me.
And your Lordships.
You and petitioner and the respondent.
Respondent number 10, there is one private respondent, Lords. He is respondent number 10. Lords, before I come to the document and Lordships, which I...
Who appears for the university?
Let I represent the university.
The college is also represented, Lords, by Mr. Abhinav Srivastava. Where employees of the...
Please. You all file your counter.
We have to file. University has to file. We have received instruction today. We'll file it tomorrow.
Council. What's time to file counter? Put up after 4 weeks.
If he will be able to file it tomorrow, Lords, is sorted.
Well, let him file.
Second case is made.
It's not necessary that they file it tomorrow, so we should take it up day after.
That's in the whole matter.
See.
That's how I...
4 weeks. So 4 weeks.
Item 28, Mr. Rajesh Kumar.
Today, my lord, in this case I have filed counter affidavit. Though this case was to be listed on 20th.
20th February को लगना था आज केस में. Case wrongly listed to be listed on 20th February.
Item 30, Mr. Dilip Kumar. Item 30, Mr. Dilip Kumar.
May I please, Your Lord? Lord, I appear for the university in this case. In this case, Lord, Mr. Lalit Kishore, Lord, who is in the senior panel of our university and been engaged as the 2015 matter. I just, Lord, prayed for Lord 1 or 2 weeks accommodation so that I can arrange things.
Earlier, it was adjourned, my Lord. Password ले लीजिए, कल कर लीजिए.
Lord, on behalf of private
Lordships, may pass interim order stay the functioning of the private
time, Lord.
Private respondents were appointed on the basis of the violation of the appointment advertisement notice, my Lord.
When?
Annexure 4 and 4A, my Lord. That is for crossing.
ये तो सिलेक्शन लिस्ट है.
सिलेक्शन लिस्ट का उसी का है. एक्सपीरियंस इसमें उन लोग का सब प्राइवेट का है. हमारा दिल्ली मेट्रो में काम करता था, हमारा नहीं कंसीडर किया गया. हम 6 साल का एक्सपीरियंस दिए थे, 5 साल मिनिमम रिक्वायर्ड है.
So you were not considered. Why? What is their reply?
Reply, 2 posts were advertised. One for the...
Was it a selection process?
Selection for interview where I have been called for the interview, my Lord. I have appeared before the interview, and thereafter this merit list was published for selection.
Yes.
My candidature not considered, my Lord.
Why?
Entire private respondents.
You participated in the interview?
Yes, that is admitted fact.
So then you could not, you were not successful.
The university not
They did not select you.
He not selected.
So what is your ground?
My ground is I have shown as per the terms of advertisement, my Lord, experience in Delhi Metro. There was condition that the private institution experience certificate not taken into consideration. Our entire appointment has made on the basis of the private, my Lord, private institution. Respondent number 4 to 20, my Lord.
But what is your ground?
My ground is I am fulfilling the entire criteria.
Then so you were called for interview and you were not successful.
Successful interview में जो private का था उसको नहीं लेना था. हमारा government का था जिसका कम experience था, lower experience था.
You are saying that those who have gained experience from private organizations, that could not have been considered. That is your contention.
Yes, my Lord.
That those who have taken experience from private places. What is the term of the advertisement?
That is page 18, my Lord. Annexure.
Page
18 of the read petition, my Lord.
Yes.
Para 3, my lord, experience not more than 40 minimum qualification.
Para 18 is section B.
Yes, my lord, section B.
So you
Page
are for
1.
which post?
Post be section officer and officer
Section
assistant,
officer.
both the post, my lord. First, my lord, section officer, minimum qualification, graduate in any discipline.
Knowledge.
Already fulfilled, my lord, my knowledge of computer application.
5 years experience as superintendent.
5 years experience as superintendent assistant in the state central deemed university affiliated or autonomous college public sector undertaking, autonomous organization government. Age not more than 40 years.
What do you mean by autonomous organization?
Recognized by the government.
Where does it say so? Where does it say that this autonomous organization
Autonomous
is required
organization, my lord,
to be recognized by the government?
autonomous, the university is autonomous body who has given autonomous university experience, that is experience for taken into account for appointment, lord. So far my petitioner is concerned, lord.
आप private respondents के लिए कह रहे हैं ना?
Yes, sir.
Because they have acquired
They have
experience
acquired
from a private organization.
yes, lord.
Now, what
Entire,
is there a difference between autonomous organization and a private organization?
they have shown only private, my lord.
It says that it should be also.
I have received
government.
information from the university, my lord, under ITI, my lord. सबका I have annexed the entire document shown.
तो नहीं चलेगा. आपको information मिली है.
हाँ.
तो ये admitted position है that they have all done it from private organizations.
Yes, my lord.
You tell us that it is wrong.
That
How
is wrong.
wrong?
I have already
You
explained.
tell us from this advertisement that it
Yes,
is
my
wrong.
lord.
It could not have been included. Judgment.
Unexperienced persons have been given priority in the top in the merit list. For example, private respondent number 4. Private respondent 4, Sabir Kumar, call letter number so and so for section officer. Annexure 5, private respondent number Sabir Kumar showing 4 years, 1 month experience, below 5 years, at 21 days. That is fixed for 5 years and selection on the top of the list. Annexure 5 at page 28 of the merit list, my lord. Lords, have a look to the page 28, my lord, of the merit list.
Yes.
Page 28.
Is
27, 28, yeah.
Yes.
Annexure 5, this is, my lord.
28 पे कहाँ पे देखना? Chronological list of experience.
Yes, my lord. Next page, my lord, 28. Second, 14th column, my lord. Assistant, advantage, now. 16 days. Experience.
He has
Private, assistant,
4 years, 1 month and 21 days.
21 days. सब प्राइवेट है, सबका यही हाल है। ये असिस्टेंट कितना एक ही एडवर्टीजमेंट एडवांटेज सर्विस यही है।
Yes.
Lord, we will explain it, Lord. I just wanted a week's adjournment. Lord, Mr.
Tomorrow,
Lalit.
Lord,
No,
fixed time, Lord.
we have to, Lord, properly brief.
Why have you not filed your affidavit?
Lord, we have filed our affidavit, Lord.
You have already
Counter
filed.
affidavit of the university has been filed.
Where
Lord,
is that?
Lord, one affidavit, my Lord, we
We will
could
not
not.
give you further chance.
ठीक है, वो हम कुछ
So
भी
from
file.
that you explain.
Yes, Lord, we will explain that.
Sure.
Lord, I just wanted, Lord, since Lord Lalit Senior Counsel, Mr. Lalit Kishore has already been engaged in this case by the university, my Lord. We have explained, my Lord, they have filed interlocutory application also impleading, my Lord, several private respondents also.
All right.
That will also, my Lord, we have explained. My Lord, about the person, Sabir Kumar and all, they are saying that they were from the reputed educational institutions, my Lord, they had experience. That we have, that the selection committee has considered. That we have said, my lord, in the counter affidavit also.
That you have said from where? The form is there before us. Is this document wrong? Is it a false document which he has filed before this court about his own application form, where he says he only has 4 years, 1 month and 21 days experience?
Yes, my lord.
How have you calculated 5 years experience?
My lord, we have said that
whether private or government, we are not on that.
Lord.
But tell us how you have selected a person who just had 4 years of experience,
Lord,
when
yes.
minimum required was 5.
Yes. Lord, about Sabir Kumar, we have said, my lord, that he had the working experience of Chandragupta Institute of Management, Patna, and Arvit Knowledge University.
Where have you said so?
My lord, in our counter affidavit, page 26. Page 55, my lord, running page, my lord. In fact, my lord, from page para 25 it onwards, my lord.
Sabir Kumar head.
Yes, my lord. Lord, para 25 से ही इसको देख लिया जाएगा. That in reply to the statement made so and so.
So let us come to Sabir Kumar.
Yes, my lord. That in reply to the statement made in para 14 of the writ application, it is stated that petitioner had working experience of Metro Railway, New Delhi, whereas Sabir Kumar had working experience of Chandragupta Institute of Management, Patna, and Arvit Knowledge University, Patna, two educational institutions of national repute. It is further stated that petitioner had himself submitted undertaking on 5/8/2013 to the Arvit Knowledge University at the time of computer test that he had no knowledge of Hindi typing. Considering the working experience and educational institute of higher education, and on the basis of fulfillment of other desirable qualifications, the selection committee recommended the name of Sabir Kumar for his appointment against the post of section officer. Hence, the allegation made by the petitioner against the respondent authority is unwarranted. And the previous paragraph, my lord, paragraph 24, my lord, we have said that the allegation against the selected candidates are misleading, denied. It is submitted that no error or irregularity has been committed by the selection committee appointing the candidate. Sabir Kumar secured first position in the merit list for the post of section officer, whereas the petitioner secured 31st position in the said merit list, and as such, on the recommendation of the selection committee, Sabir Kumar was appointed against the unreserved post of section officer in the light of para so and so of the statute of the
This para 13 reply.
Yes, my lord.
Huh?
Yes.
Now para 13, come to para 13 of the writ petition.
Para 13, Lord, says that from the plain perusal of experience of Sabir Kumar, it is crystal clear that he has experience of 4 years, 1 month, 21 days. But for the post of section officer, minimum experience of 5 years as superintendent assistant in a state central deemed university affiliated or autonomous college, public sector undertaking, autonomous organization, government. But his experience is from so and so 1 year, 16 days from Advantage Service, which is totally private institution. Similar irregularities have been committed.
So, what is your answer to this 4 years part? In para 13 or 14 anywhere?
Yes, my lord.
You have placed him at highest in the merit.
Lord, the university, below the selection committee, Lord,
All right,
prime
that
office.
they could have if he
Yes.
possessed the 5 years. Where is the power available to relax that 5 years?
Lord, that Lord, we will
So he goes,
assist your lordship, Lord, on this point.
unless somebody...
University has
You
probably.
are here for Sabir Kumar?
No, my lord. On
What do you
behalf of
have?
private, I pray for 2 weeks' time, my lord.
For
In this
what?
case,
We are
in this
hearing
case,
the
my
case.
lord.
No, I'm not going to enter the matter.
Lord, in fact, my lord, senior advocate is Mr. P.K. Sai engaging in this case, my lord.
You don't know, you have to arrange your seniors.
Yes, my lord.
It's not for this court to wait for them.
Yes, Lord. Not only a week's time.
One adjournment, my lord.
Sorry. Tell us. They can't be adding something factually, they can't be. Legally, of course, they can have their.
Lord,
First, factually, let us understand. They have not denied this aspect that you did not possess 5 years experience.
and unless,
What
Lord,
is your-
unless,
what
Lord,
is
we
your-
unless we demonstrate before your lordship that the selection committee was possessed with any.
No, you have not said so.
Any discussion
You
of.
can't be adding something which is not
Yes.
there. In your counter, you have not said that we had the power to explain that. to relax this experience, or that we have done it? That is not there.
That is not there, my lord. We only say
About
that.
the other persons, Mr. Counsel, for the others?
Others having also no experience, similar.
So,
Others.
There has been, my lord, some
Also
development.
for the respondent number 5, next, my lord.
yes.
Oh. So for the respondent number 5, my lord, Sanjeev Kumar was
Yes.
also selected for section officer, and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to the 30th June, my lord, 2007 in Sahara, India, at Lucknow, which is purely private organization. I think Sahara is known, my lord, private, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Private, decision number 1 and 2.
So, Sabir Kumar, you say 4 years,
4 years,
less than.
less than 5 years, as per requirement of the advertisement notice.
All right. Sanjeev Kumar, you say
And respondent number 5,
Sahara.
Sanjeev Kumar, Sahara.
But he has experience of more than 5 years.
But it is purely private. That is not acceptable under the terms of advertisement for employment.
All right.
Then, you know, the respondent number 6. Respondent number 7, my lord.
Yes.
Sunil Kumar was also selected for section officer, and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007 in text.
92 to 97, 2007.
2007.
So, he has.
Textbook Private Limited, showing is purely private organization. Textbook Private Limited कहीं से लाके दे दिए हैं. Hence it is clearly fabricated certificate. Annexure 9 है इनका. इसके पहले वाले का Annexure 8 था, ये 9 है. ये जो शो किया है. Annexure 9.
Section 8 and 9.
Yes, my lord.
Where are they? You have filed some supplementary affidavit?
Yes, sir. The private respondents were added as a party respondent later on, my lord. Notices were issued by this honorable court.
They have filed their counter affidavit also.
All right. So,
Program.
this is again for private.
Private. Purely private. 8 Sahara का है. Respondent number 5 का.
Yes.
And thereafter, my lord,
After Sunil Kumar, then
Sujit Kumar, respondent number 10. Respondent number 10
yes.
was also selected for section officer, and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007. बस क्या लिखा है? But Bhaini System Private Limited, which is purely private organization. Hence, it is a clearly fabricated certificate. Annexure 11, page 92 of the brief, my lord.
Sujit Kumar.
Yes, my lord. Page 92.
He has done it from Sujit Kumar, no?
Yes, my lord. Sujit Kumar. Bhanis.
He applied for which post?
For applied for.
ये तो इसका तो 3 years 21 days का ही experience है.
Section officer, office assistant and section officer दोनों के लिए.
दोनों में 5 years experience चाहिए था.
Yes.
He has done it from Wani system.
Section officer के लिए 5 years.
और उसके लिए
3 years है. Thereafter, respondent number 11.
So he was selected for what post?
Both the post.
He has been selected as a section officer or he has been selected?
Section officer. Was selected. Respondent number 10, Sujit Kumar was also selected for section officer. Section officer. That is running page 92, my lord.
आप select list दिखाएंगे?
Selection list, annexure, merit list है 4A. That is
Page 26.
Page 26 है my lord. 4A is 26 and 4. E है.
सुजीत कुमार तो सेलेक्ट ही नहीं हुआ.
ऑफिस असिस्टेंट 4A में है इनका 26 मेरिट लिस्ट 26 पेज. दैट इज प्राइवेट, इसलिए इलीगल है उनका अपॉइंटमेंट.
4A में है.
यस, सुजीत कुमार पेज 26 में लॉर्ड.
ऑफिस असिस्टेंट हुआ है ना तो.
जी ऑफिस असिस्टेंट सीरियल 5 पर.
सीरियल 5 में है सुजीत कुमार नेम.
He is not there for
serial number 5 of the merit list.
All right. So for office assistant, 3 years was sufficient.
But private showing.
Private part is one.
Yes,
that
is
will
another
that
point, my lord.
will examine.
Yes. Next, my lord.
Private, so all you are seeing are private.
Yes.
We want to know one point of experience.
Pramod Kumar, respondent number 8.
Pramod Kumar.
Respondent number 8, Pramod Kumar. वो आगे हम लोग बढ़ गए. Pramod Kumar was also selected for section officer. His experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007. ICFI University, Jharkhand. It is private university, my lord. Private organization.
Yes.
10 हो गया. Now coming, my lord. Respondent number 11. इसका है 88 पर है एक्सपीरियंस सर्टिफिकेट. Respondent number 8 का 88 पेज ऑफ द ब्रीफ. Thereafter, my lord.
Yes.
Respondent number 11, Bharti Kumari, was also selected for section officer and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007. Halota. Hello. Or Asu. आरा से दिए हैं प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का. गार्डन जगन्नाथ पटना प्राइवेट है, प्योरली प्राइवेट. इट इज प्योरली प्राइवेट. आई हैव स्टेटेड दैट इज एन annexure 12 page 96, my lord.
Yes.
Next, my lord, I am coming. Respondent number 12, Vijay Kumar, was also selected for section officer and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007. Delhi Indo Data Private Limited. From Itna to Itna, which is a purely private organization below. That is annexure 13, page 100. May I permit, Lord, respondent number 13. 13 का है, ये भी प्राइवेट कर दिए हैं। इनका है पेज नंबर 103 108 है। एक सौ तीन 103 respondent number 30 next my lord respondent number 31
But where is his experience mentioned?
एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है
एक्सपीरियंस इसका नहीं दिए हैं, लेकिन प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का है इन्फॉर्म डेट इज एन एक्शन 14 ऑफ द ब्रीफ लॉर्ड पेज 103 यही है ना, क्या नाम सेक्शन ऑफिसर he was selected for post of section officer my lord.
Yes.
Next lord, respondent number 20 Tripti Gupta was also selected for section officer and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to 30th June 2007 AIBM Patna, Sims Patna, which is purely private my lord. That is annexure 15 page 108 his experience certificate.
Yes.
Next my lord, respondent number 21 Indu Bhaskar was also selected for the section officer and his experience certificate is showing work from 1/1/92 to Bihar Voluntary Health Association Patna, which is purely private organization. That is an access 16 lord page 112. Altogether 21, 4 to 21 my lord.
Yes.
All the private respondents are not eligible my lord as per the conditions laid down in the employment.
What was the date at which experience was to be counted? All right. These are the only people now.
Minimum qualification.
So apart from the one person, Sabir Kumar,
Yes, my lord.
who has less than 5 years experience,
Yes,
all
sir.
the others have more than 5 years experience.
But private.
But private.
Yes.
Now come to the condition of advertisement again.
That is page 18 my lord. Of the conditions my lord
Yes.
issued by the university registrar my lord. Master degree with at least 55%.
5 years experience as
Selection,
superintendent,
assistant, हाँ.
assistant,
minimum qualification section officer का है, graduate in any discipline, discipline हाँ. Knowledge of computer application, experience 5 years experience as a superintendent assistant in a state, central, public deemed university affiliated with the autonomous college, public sector undertaking, autonomous organization, government, not more than 40 years. Office assistant का है minimum qualifications, graduate in any discipline, knowledge of computer application, experience 3 years. Experience UDC in a state, central, university, affiliated college, public sector undertaking, autonomous organization, multinational organization, government. Not more than age is not more than 40 years. The advertisement dates. Advertisement was issued on 19th August 2011.
all right.
That is Annexure 1 of the face of the petition below. Page 1-5.
So,
Therefore, in my submission below, entire
what is the meaning of autonomous organization? I asked you earlier also.
autonomous organization below recognized by the government, either central government or the
That is
state.
the definition of autonomous organization. Anywhere from wherever you have come to, you can explain autonomous organization.
Autonomous means Swatantra. That is
Swatantra.
independent organization, not under the control of the government, but managed, financed by the government. Like the Patna University below, Bihar School Examination Board, and other government universities below, controlled and managed by the governor below. That is autonomous.
Meaning of
Patna Municipal Corporation, that is autonomous. But
all right. That is autonomous.
yes.
All right. Yes, what do you have to say?
Lord, I just wanted, Lord, 1 week's time, Lord, so that I can align with the
Wait,
senior.
please, we are hearing the case.
Well,
We are not going to do this kind
I
of.
am also appearing for the private.
What is autonomous organization?
Lord,
What do you mean by autonomous organization?
Lord,
Said something in your counter?
yes, Lord.
Have you said something in your counter?
No, Lord, we have,
What is your contention when they say that they are all
Lord,
from private organization?
Lord, the experience includes, Lord, the affiliated college also, Lord. The affiliated college or autonomous college. Affiliated and autonomous, my Lord. So the sense derives, my Lord, that may not be a constituent or directly, my Lord, connected with the government side also. Lord, the private colleges are a given affiliation. They remain private and autonomous. Lord, the writ application, my Lord, challenged the appointment of Sabir Kumar, my Lord. As far as Sabir Kumar is concerned, my Lord, our statement, my Lord, given at paragraph 24 and 25. My Lord, the university probably having the experience of this person in the same university, and also, my Lord, the other university, which is also an educational institution, that, my Lord, aspect might have weighed before the university in, my Lord, accepting him with 2 plus 2, 4 years of experience. And, my Lord, one more thing, my Lord, he is at serial number 31. He is at the serial number 31. That is number 1. Number 2, my Lord, I'm not, making any commitment of, or Lord, any final this thing. And his entire case, as far as the investor Sabir Kumar is concerned, because that is the statement given in the writ application. We have said, my Lord, that the experience came from the 2 educational institutions. So therefore, university, my Lord, considered that probably that will inure more benefit when so and so is appointed. And one, my Lord, annexure 1 that he has also annexed, my Lord. He has also annexed, my Lord, the part of the statute of the university, which, my Lord, which, my Lord, provides certain discretion to on the point of experience also, my Lord. So that annexure 1, your Lordship will kindly see. Annexure 1 at page 16, your Lordship. In the statute name, C का part है. Lord, petitioner, my Lord, annexure 1, he has said about the advertisement, my Lord. He has annexed the advertisement. And your Lordship will see the general conditions and all that at page 16. Then it says, my Lord, the qualification emolument of the university, so and so, including the prescribed qualification and experience. University at its discretion may restrict the number of candidates to a reasonable limit. Lord, small I, your Lordship will see the university reserves right to A, offer a post at a lower level, draw up a reserve panel, consider application received after last date, consider in absentia candidatures.
It is high.
Relax, my Lord, minimum requirement of qualification or experience on the recommendation of a screening / selection committee. My Lord, even though, my Lord, the requirement of these
That can be relaxed by the university.
that can be relaxed.
But at the recommendation of.
At the recommendation of the university.
But that is not your case.
Yes, my Lord. So
that is not your case, no? That the screening committee relaxed the experience part
Yes.
of
That my lord, I'll invite your lordship's attention to the statement in the counter affidavit, my lord, again, my lord, on this point.
yes, come.
And second,
come to that.
Yes.
Para 13 and
yes, yes,
which you were reading earlier.
yes.
Let us see.
Yes, my lord. Paragraph 26, my lord, was
24.
Yes. 24.
25, anywhere.
Yes, my lord. Now, my lord, we have said paragraph 25, whereas the petitioner secured 31 position in the said merit list, and as such, on the recommendation of the selection committee, Sabir Kumar was appointed against the unreserved post of section officer in the light of paragraph 4 and 7 of the statute of the Aryabhat Knowledge University. Now, my lord, C by 2 is the statute we have. C by 2, your lordship will see paragraph page 24, para 4 and 7 of the statute of the Aryabhat Knowledge University. 4 and 7. When a permanent post in so-and-so is holding not less than 2 years so-and-so, and the work has been found to be considered the first in section 3.b. 7. The Vice Chancellor shall, subject to the provision of the Act, have power to make appointment to post within the grade and scale and within the sanctioned strength of such staff. Applicants who are not teachers,
He may be considered first instead for substantive appointment.
Yes, my lord.
On that permanent post.
Yes,
Right?
yes, my lord.
So if he is to be considered under that category, then he has to have 2 years minimum experience with you, which he does not have with Aryabhat University. He only has 1 month, 28 days experience. So that also does not give him. Had he worked for 2 years, then he would have had the right. What do you say?
Yes, my lord. That is the.
All right.
Probably, my lord, the only his experience of educational institution.
All right. So
mainly the same
who
institution.
appears for this person?
I am appearing for the private response.
Subir Kumar.
My lord, in this case, earlier, my lord, Mr. P.K. Sai was engaged, my lord.
Now you are.
Just, my lord, all of a sudden, my lord, it has been come, my lord.
It comes always all of a sudden.
No, my lord.
Right, even I had I was
only
the other side.
Want week accommodation, not more than that, my lord. My lord, I will assist your lordship because I have also not been able to do, my lord, my homework.
When your colleagues get elevated, you know, their cases come to you all of a sudden. You have to argue with it.
Yes, my lord.
It has come all of a sudden, my lord.
They come all of a sudden only,
Yes, my lord.
without even that client coming.
My lord,
And my lord, when one all of a
And
sudden
you have to
comes,
argue those
my
cases.
lord, the difficulties, my lord, which has arisen, my lord, justice, our personal difficulties,
Please
my lord.
argue on merits, please.
No, my
Forget
lord,
about-
I will.
You tell us what you have to say.
I will
on
argue,
your
my
behalf.
lord, my lord.
What is your contention in
my
your
lord,
reply?
Short accommodation, my lord, not, my lord, any day in this week, my
Nothing.
lord, at least.
No.
My lord, any day in this
Sorry.
week, my lord, not more than that I am praying, my lord, any
No.
day, my lord, so that I can assist your lordship properly, my lord. I have also been not.
All right, this is very proper, you know.
No, my lord is, my
You
lord
come to
is,
your counter affidavit, what do you have to say in your counter? You
I am-
can't be going beyond that, Mr. Counsel. We will read each and every word of your counter. What we can.
any day, my lord, in this week, my lord, may just accommodate my, any day in this week, my lord. because-
Assistance on law, definitely I would.
My lord, may I suggest,
We
my
will
lord,
adjourn the
let
matter
it,
for that.
let it
not
be then
for-
tomorrow, my lord. Let it be tomorrow, my lord.
Tomorrow never comes to us.
Tomorrow, my lord, tomorrow assist, my lord.
I don't believe in tomorrow's.
My lord, just, my lord, my lord, otherwise I will not be able to pursue, my lord, assist your lordship properly, my lord. Some things may not come upon, my lord. Only one, I am, my lord.
All right, legal point, we will see whether required. You
My lord.
please, on factual aspect, show from your reply. What have you said?
My lord, I have said, my lord, what in my counter affidavit, my lord, running page which starts from. Just, I am giving the page number, my lord. My counter starts from, my lord, from page number 121, my lord.
Your reply is on behalf of all the respondents.
My lord.
Only private respondents, my lord. University's affidavit is separate.
My lord, before, my lord.
Where do we see those private respondents? आप amended cause title नहीं लगाते. यहाँ लिख दिया बस in view of a court's order. They have been added. Now High Court starts. Will keep on searching. Where are they?
I have given type copy, Lord.
Cause title लगाया आपने?
Yes, Lord.
Where is that?
First title type copy I have supplied, my Lord.
All right. We will check it out. We will find out. Yes.
My lord, before I start my counter,
Yes.
placing my counter affidavit, my lord, my first submission is with regard to the maintainability of this application, my lord, on behalf of the petitioner because of the non-joinder of the parties, my lord. My lord, may please to see the page number 68, my lord. First, I would invite my lord's attention. Running page is page number 68, my lord.
68 is a part of what?
It is the part of, my lord, counter affidavit filed on behalf of the university.
Yes, yes.
My lord, this is a letter written to the from the university. My lord, may just please to see the serial number 1 office assistant, my lord. My lord, there are total 138 persons have been interviewed. The number of sanctioned posts is 12, my lord. The name of the complainant stands at serial number 79, my lord. My lord, in between there are persons, my lord, who have also, my lord, he has paid for his appointment, my lord. So the persons above him who are also made party to the present proceeding, my lord, because top 12, first 12 persons, my lord, they have been appointed when in the merit list. From serial number 13 to, my lord, serial number 78, unless his contention is he should be appointed. So there are persons above him, my lord, who should have also been made party here, my lord. Then, my lord, the next page, section officer, my lord, will see.
Yes.
There are 62 persons have been interviewed, your lordship.
All right, we got it. From above 31, all those persons should have been implicated.
My lord.
That is what you say.
That is my first objection, my lord. That those persons should have been also implicated party.
Yes.
Then, my lord, this petitioner has taken part in the entire selection process, my lord. And after that, he is challenging this process of selection. Having taken part in the entire process of selection, my lord, he is restrained from.
He cannot turn around and challenge it.
My lord, I will give the judgments also, my lord, on these 2 points. My lord, with regard to my first point, my lord, that judgment is 2004 volume 12 SCC, page number 70. This is with regard to my lord proposition that if the petitioner is not going. हुजूर कल पे रख दिया जाता, हम भी कल किताब लेके आ जाते हुजूर। कल पे अगर रख दिया जाता तो कल भी हम भी किताब लेके कल। My lord, this is with regard to the proposition that if petitioner is not going to get anything, then this issue has become, my lord, the academic issue. So my lord, my submission is that the Reed Court should not venture thereafter, my lord, if the petitioner is not entitled for any relief, my lord. That is my submission, my lord. Then, my lord, having taken part in the selection process of selection, it cannot be challenged, my lord. 2013 volume 11 SCC. Page number 309. And 2007.
Just a moment. 2013 volume
11 SCC.
Yes.
309. And next is 2007. Volume 8 SCC. Page number 100. My lord, I would invite my lord's attention to the advertisement, my lord, at page number 16. Where my learned friend has placed the power of relaxation, my lord.
Yes.
Clause 8, it is perhaps G, my lord, HI. Relax minimum requirements of qualification. The university, my lord, clause 8, the university reserves the right to, my lord, the relax minimum requirements of qualification or experience on the recommendation of the screening/selection committee, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, this power is with the myself.
On the recommendation,
my lord,
of screening
public selection committee, my lord.
So the selection committee could have relaxed, could have recommended,
my lord, that
for relaxing your experience.
My lord, that they can.
That is for one number 4 only.
My lord, for the entire, my lord, even though what my learned friend has been saying, the others have also doesn't have experience possessing, my lord. Even that contention is for the present, is for the moment, even it is accepted, my lord. Then, my lord, that power of relaxation is there with the, my lord. The power of relaxation is the selection committee, my lord, must have relaxed the rules, my lord, exercising their power under Rule 8.1, my lord. So my submission is, my lord, that the power of relaxation is with the expert body. Then, my lord, that power the expert body can have, my lord, if it is prescribed in the rule, my lord. That is judgment, my lord, 2017, volume 2 SCC, page 609, my lord.
70.
Volume 2, page 609.
If that power is there, it would be presumed that it has been done.
My lord.
That is what it says?
My lord. Because otherwise, had that been no so, my lord, the petitioner would not have been called for the interview. The respondents would not have been called for the interview, my lord. So that is what the university is saying, my lord. There must have been, there should have been, my lord. There may be there, my lord. That, my lord, only can be found from the records how it has been relaxed, my lord.
All right.
Then, my lord, at page number 134, my lord, even otherwise, this. (134), my lord, paragraph number 29.
(134).
Running page, my lord, will find.
Yes.
That the petitioner has working experience of Metro Railway New Delhi, whereas Sabir Kumar had working experience of the Chandragupta Institute of Management, Patna, and Arya Bhai Knowledge University, Patna, 2 educational institutions of national repute. It is further stated the petitioner had himself submitted undertaking on 5th of August 2000 to the Arya Bhai Knowledge at the time of computer test that he had no knowledge of Hindi typing, my lord. Considering the working experience in the educational institution of higher education and on the basis of fulfillment of other desirables, the selection committee recommended the name for his appointment against the post of section, so hence allegation made by the petitioner against the respondent authority is unwarranted, by lord. So far, my lord, the experience shown, my lord, that I will have to personally tally, my lord, explain, my lord, that I could not get ready on those scores, my lord.
In the experience so far as other part is concerned, except 4. Others, they have experience of 7 years, though from a private organization. They don't say that you don't have experience. They only say that the experience gained is from private organization and not from an autonomous organization. You have to address to this court whether autonomous is different from private. As per them, autonomous is that where the government grants aid. That is what you say?
Yes.
My lord, so far as the working experience is concerned, my lord, it is the nature of the work, my lord, that also counts, my lord. It is not alone that from where you are getting, my lord, that autonomous organization, my lord. So far as the autonomous organization, which organization comes under autonomous or not, my lord, and what are their...
What is the meaning of autonomous?
My respectful submission, according to me, it is an independent organization, my lord, consisting of persons or companies, my lord.
You don't have your colleagues having
my lord, just grant
on your mobile or something?
My lord, may just grant one day time, my lord. Tomorrow I will...
What is the meaning of autonomous?
My lord, I will explain tomorrow, but...
You were hearing him, you should have by that time, no? Time
my
has
lord,
come, you should be all on laptop, on your tab.
One day accommodation I am only praying for, my lord. Tomorrow I will get ready. On details, my lord. Because by the time...
So much time you want me to again?
My lord is the...
That is the legal...
Frankly speaking, my lord...
Required to be only adjusted.
My lord, frankly speaking, my lord, I am not work on the automatic or autonomous organization, my lord. My lord, may grant one day accommodation. Tomorrow I will assist on the what is autonomous organization, my lord. I will get the details, my lord. Whether the experience comes from this, my lord. Tomorrow I will satisfy your lords. I will try to satisfy. And also during, my lord, I will the judgments, my lord.
You've already spent so much time on this case.
My lord, before I...
You want again, we'll again...
Not tomorrow, my lord, not tomorrow. My lord,
tomorrow just... also, otherwise you will be eating away time for the other cases.
Only that is what I... My
that
lord,
is what we have to think about.
My lord...
Time has come that cases should be decided as they come.
My lord is perfectly right, my lord. It was all of some... When the matters comes, my lord, all of a sudden it becomes difficult.
Yes. My lord. But have you been able to get any law related to what is autonomous organization?
Autonomous means finance.
You have to say anything in rejoinder.
His counter affidavit.
Two arguments which he has raised. Please answer to them.
His counter affidavit, my lord, is fit to be rejected. It is non-speaking, my lord. No reply of my read petition, my lord. Irrelevant reply.
But the argument which he is raising is that he is a presumption that the experience has been relaxed.
There is no condition for relaxation in the employment notice, my lord.
It was
no condition.
It was read, no?
He is saying, but there is no condition.
He is not saying, he is referring to the advertisement only.
Advertisement, this is not condition, relaxation. This is not condition. There is, दिखा दें advertisement से.
अरे तो आपको
There is no question of relaxation. Minimum qualification, maximum qualification, experience.
Page number 16, my lord will find.
Page 16 पे बहस कर रहे हैं तो आपने नहीं सुन रहे थे क्या?
Yes, my lord.
तो देखिए लिखिए नहीं यहाँ.
He is saying about relaxation.
The university reserves the right to relax minimum qualification.
Autonomous body, I am permitted.
All right.
Net पर आ गया है. An autonomous body, AB is set up by the government for a specific purpose. It is respondent in a day-to-day. An autonomous body, AB, under bracket below, is set up by the government for a specific purpose. Full stop. It is independent in day-to-day functioning, but the government has some control over ABP. Government control means the government finance, below, understood below. The government funds AB. I have also said below, government funds AB and some way revenue expenditure, capital expenditure or both. Managed and financed by the government, but it is for the purpose of functioning, Lord, it is independent, autonomous. No interference in the purpose of functioning. That is autonomous. Meaning of the autonomous Lord. इसमें है. Lordships may record.
All right. मुझे इनको पढ़िए.
I have also submitted earlier, my lord, in terms of this.
That is why we say, पढ़िए. जो आपको अभी हमने निकाला है.
Definition, independent. They declared themselves part of the new autonomous provision.
आगे पढ़िए.
3, independent. Yes. Sovereign, self-sufficient, self-governing, self-determining. Self is example for science. Autonomous को उनको as per his requirement, they are functioning, but control and financial control is the government. Government finance करती है autonomous को. And his experience is not autonomous, my lord.
उससे council
He is not showing any experience granted by the autonomous.
And there is one more thing, my lord. So far as the post of section officer is concerned, there it has been written autonomous organization, experience part. And in office assistant, my lord, the experience autonomous organization oblique multinational organization oblique government. The word multinational organization is not for the section officer. My lord, that is difference. That I want to.
But below 5 years is others. And my lord, 5 years. Sabir, respondent number 4, my lord.
All right. लिखिए.
Lord, one thing we could not place from the.
Heard the arguments at length. Detailed order to follow. Writ petition is dismissed. चलिए नेक्स्ट पे.
Item 31. Mr. Ajay Kumar.
Lordship, we have filed the counter affidavit, Lordship, supplementary counter affidavit. The last occasion of Lordship, the one was.
The last occasion?
Lordship has directed to file counter affidavit, Lordship.
You have filed this something?
Yes, Lordship, and the claim of the petition has been rejected by the order dated 18/1/23 by respondent number 4.
In light of the order.
You have rejected the claim.
Lordship.
What was the claim?
Claim, Lordship, actually, Lordship, the petitioner has retired as a teacher, Lordship, 10 teacher, matric 10 teachers, in 2007, Lordship itself.
This page 98 is the order?
11th of the
11 of supplementary.
last
Yes.
11, page number 11, Lordship. This is the order. He has retired on 30/11/2007 itself. By that time, Lordship, promotion rule 1993 was applicable.
और 2011 की नियमावली के तहत क्या है?
Lordship, it will be
There's a judgment of this court, I believe I read that judgment where they said that train grade scale is available to all the teachers. There's a division bench judgment of this court.
At present, I am not aware, Lordship.
But the train grade pay scale is available after 12 years to all the people.
That is because
That is there, na?
Lordship, I am exactly not aware of that judgment. But Rule 7 of the 2011 rule that prescribes the SCP will be given to only who has completed 12 years and 14 years. Second SCP in 4. But who has been given selection grade payment under the earlier scheme?
You are denying his. He says that he is a trained teacher.
Lordship. He is asking for grade promotion in
He
grade
says that he is already a trained teacher.
Lordship.
He has already acquired training.
Lordship.
Long back. Your officer says that because it is not mentioned in the record.
No, that is not the case.
In some order.
यही
लिखा हुआ है ना, पढ़िए ना, जो चीज लिखी हुई है वही तो पढ़ेंगे ना.
He is claiming for grade 3
Who's the
scale.
counsel for this petitioner?
He is not turning up. Lordship. Last occasion also he has not appeared. And there is no provision of appeal also against. He was not.
Mr. Ajay Kumar.
He was not a graduate at that time, Lord. So he is claiming grade 3.
Vishwanath Ram. Mr. Ajay Kumar and Mr. Vishwanath Ram.
इसको पासवर्ड करो सेकंड राउंड में देंगे.
Item number 32, Mr. Deepak Kumar. Shava 2 minutes. 32, Mr. Deepak Kumar and Mr. Amrendra Narayan.
In this case, by earlier order, my lord, your lordship has rejected my counter affidavit, my lord. Your lordship, by earlier order dated, my lord, 21/12/22, my lord, your lordship has rejected my counter affidavit, my lord. Therefore, I will request your lordship grant me 2 weeks time, my lord, to file fresh affidavit, my lord. They have discussed the matter, my lord, but there was some.
So where is your counter? Fresh counter.
Counter I could not file, my lord. Therefore, I pray for 2 weeks time, my lord, to file.
Further 2 weeks time is granted as the last opportunity to file counter affidavit as directed by this court. Failing which the officer in charge shall remain present in the court. List after 2 weeks. Date designation.
Item number 34, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Singh.
March में date.
Lordships, in this case, perhaps the rejoinder to the counter affidavit, supplementary counter affidavit filed by AICT is not on the record.
I have received
So
it.
file the rejoinder to the counter affidavit.
ये हमने फाइल कर दिया today.
Also for the respondent, for the petitioner, states that he is in the process of filing a reply to the counter affidavit with an advance copy to the counsel for the respondent. The registry may place the same on record. List again after 2 weeks. होली के बाद.
Item number 36, Muhammad Nazir Anchari and Muhammad Abu Haider.
Yes.
District
District teachers appointing authority.
Yes, your lordship.
Who did not go to the state appellate authority?
Yes. I'm challenging the appellate tribunal order, also, your lordship.
State appellate authority's order also.
Yes, your lord. Tribunal order, your lordship. This writ has been filed to quash the order dated 33/12 passed by the appellate tribunal, your lordship, whereby the tribunal rejected the appeal of the petitioner and affirmed the order dated 29/12/10 passed by the labor enforcement officer, your lordship, that the petitioner's claim, she being in the second rank, she has been ignored. Short facts of the case is like this, your lordship, that the petitioner applied for second panchayat teacher employment 2008 on the post of Urdu teacher, Your Lordship. Petitioner being on second position and the first position left, Your Lordship. So the petitioner is on the top on the merit list, Your Lordship. That on 14/8/2010.
How many posts were to be filled?
One. On 14/8/2010, Your Lordship, the petitioner had gone for counselling, as it is evident from the appellate court order last page that she was present. But the Labour Enforcement Directorate, they said she was not present for counselling, and thus respondent number 9 is selected. Both are contrary to each other. May I read appellate court's order, Your Lordship, page?
State Appellate Authority's order is at which page?
Lordship, may I say only one thing, Lordship, before the proceedings, Lordship. There is a delay of about 4 years in preparing this writ application, my Lordship.
Where is the order of the State Appellate Authority?
Yes, Your Lordship, page 20, last page, Your Lordship. Page 20 for annexure number 1.
Start from page number 12.
I said the type page.
It's a handwritten order, my Lord, and there is a type copy also.
Page 20, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Last उपस्थित होकर और 14 दिनांक 14/8/10 को उसमें उपस्थित होकर भाग नहीं ली है, इसलिए उपरोक्त स्थिति में आवेदिका का दावा
योजन हेतु नहीं बनता है।
हेतु नहीं बनता है। I was present and the enforcement officer said I was not present. So either I was present or I was not. Two court had. This court said I was present. I was before the on 14/8/10 for counselling, Your Lordship.
But where does this court say that you were present?
अभ्यर्थियों का काउंसलिंग में निर्धारित तिथि पर भाग लेना आवश्यक है। पंचायत द्वारा बताया गया कि आवेदिका काउंसलिंग तिथि दिनांक 14/8/10 में उपस्थित होकर भाग नहीं लिया। I was present but I did not take part for counseling, Your Lordship. उपस्थित होकर भाग नहीं ली। And later on, Your Lordship, I'll show to register.
So you mean to say that you were present but did not participate?
Yes, according to them, she was present but did not take part in counselling, Your Lordship. Later on, I will show from my annexure 515 from my annexure reply to the counter, where it has been, there are 2 registers maintained, Your Lordship, in which it is shown in one register, present register.
Come to that.
Further, Your Lordship.
Annexure 5.
5 reply to my counter, Your Lordship.
Where is that? Page.
Internal page. 551. Reply to the counter. मेरा ये नहीं है। Page 6, Your Lordship, in which it is.
Yes.
In which it is said I am anupasthit on page 6, Your Lordship. On 14/8/10 anupasthit. And then furthermore, on page 8, Your Lordship, I am shown upasthit.
Your name is?
I'm Bibi Noornaj Bano. I'm Noornaj Bano.
Anupasthit. At page 7, right?
Page 7, page 6, 7, Your Lordship. I'm
Shown as
anupasthit.
So you are absent.
I'm absent.
All right.
And on page 8, Your Lordship, I'm upasthit.
Page 8.
बीबी नूरनाज बानो उपस्थित.
Where do we read?
ऊपर, your lordship, where?
That is at page 9.
Page 8 or page 8, page 9, both pages. I am present. Upasthit. On 14/8, I am present.
It is not upasthit.
I am upasthit, your lordship.
Word is slightly not missing, and it is anu.
उपस्थित. Oh, you are seeing the original tight ये वाला. कहाँ दिखाया हुआ है?
It is अनुपस्थित.
Oh, यहाँ पे typed में I saw the typed one, your lordship. ठीक है. I was present or not present?
You were not present.
I was not present according to them, but as per the order sheet present थी पर counseling में नहीं गई. Then further, your lordship. ठीक है, हम आगे बढ़ लें, आप बोलिएगा. Then further, your lordship. Then as it is evident from the operator, she was present. But before level A, so there is a contradiction which I'm not arguing this point. That as per Annexure 3 by DEO, your lordship. Page 24, your lordship.
Yes.
May I be permitted to read, my lord?
Yes.
Middle से I am reading, जिसके संबंध में विभागीय पत्रांक, it is regarding this नियोजन, your lordship. पत्रांक 1088, middle I am reading from the first page, middle page 24. दिनांक 31/8/2010 के आलोक में इस कार्यालय के पत्रांक 2840 दिनांक सो एंड सो के द्वारा सभी प्रखंड शिक्षा पदाधिकारी, सभी प्रधानाध्यापक को निर्धारित तिथि तथा 4 प्रखंड एवं 53 पंचायत में शिक्षक
नियोजन के
संबंध में एवं आवश्यक निर्देश देते हुए तथा निर्धारित तिथि के बाद पिछले तिथि में प्रखंडाधीन संबंध पर परियोजन इकाई प्रखंड नियोजन इकाइयों को निर्धारित तिथि के बाद पिछले तिथि में नियोजन नहीं करने एवं बाद की तिथि के गए नियोजन में नियोजित शिक्षकों को तथा नियोजित शिक्षकों से विद्यालय के योगदान लेना, यह हो गया कि विद्यालय के शिक्षकों के संबंध में सूची के संबंध में अधो हस्ताक्षर द्वारा सभी प्रखंड शिक्षा पदाधिकारी के आवश्यक निर्देश भी दिया गया था। निर्धारित तिथि को उन 4 प्रखंड एवं 53 पंचायतों के अतिरिक्त जिन नियोजन इकाई द्वारा शिक्षकों का नियोजन किया गया है, नियोजन अवैध मानते हुए उसे रद्द करने की कार्रवाई करते हुए द्वितीय शिक्षक नियोजन हेतु पुनर्निर्धारण तिथि को नियोजन संबंध की कार्रवाई का अन्यथा किसी भी स्तर में प्रतिकूल कार्रवाई के लिए संबंधित नियोजन एवं शिक्षक जिम्मेवार होंगे. एंड द नेक्स्ट डेट इज फिक्स्ड, योर लॉर्डशिप. नेक्स्ट पेज, पंचायत शिक्षक ऊपर में हुजूर दिनांक 29/12/2010 एंड 30/12/2010. So that day it was saying अगर नियुक्ति भी अगर हो गया है तो that will be considered रद्द. एंड दूसरा तारीख 29/12/2010 एंड 30/12/2010 को रखा जाएगा.
Fresh counselling would be done.
हाँ, fresh counselling will.
But what was the cut-off date?
That was first was 14/8, your lordship, and
So
then
this is for those places where appointments or counselling was conducted after the cut-off date. If it has been done after the cut-off date, then all will stand cancelled. This is what it says. So you please tell us what is the date up to which they could have done.
Then again on 29/12, I appeared before the counselling, your lordship.
They conducted a counselling.
Then I appeared and they accepted my counselling paper, your lordship. This is signed by them, your lordship.
But they appeared means what? Everybody appeared on counselling.
Yes,
They
I
conducted a
appeared, your
counselling.
lordship, when the everyone, I can't say about other people. I appeared and they said कि 14/8/2000 की नियुक्ति को ही माना जाएगा.
Obviously, because it was prior to the cut-off date, that is 31st August 2010. There was a cut-off date. That if counselling has already been done up to 31st August 2010, then it's all right. But
That
if
is
any
right.
counselling is done after 31st August 2010,
that
would be cancelled and fresh counselling would be done.
It was saying कि prior to भी अगर जो नियुक्ति हो गया है उसका भी ये होगा, रद्द माना जाएगा and fresh.
ये कहाँ लिखा हुआ है?
ये हुजूर यही तो.
आवश्यक निर्धारित तिथि को उन 4 प्रखंड अतिरिक्त जिन नियोजन इकाई द्वारा शिक्षकों का नियोजन किया गया, नियोजन अवैध मानते हुए उसे रद्द करने की कार्रवाई करते हुए पुनर्निर्धारित तिथि को
अतिरिक्त जिन नियोजन उनके द्वारा शिक्षकों को निर्देश दिया गया, निर्धारित तिथि के उन 4 प्रखंड एवं 53 पंचायत
नियोजन नहीं करने, निर्धारित तिथि के बाद पिछले तिथि में नियोजन नहीं करने, बाद की तिथि में किए गए नियोजित शिक्षकों को तथा
that includes 14 also. So the fresh date has been given for 53 panchayat, 29 and 30, your lordship. Then why 29 and 30? Then why on 29th my counselling was accepted, your lordship? Why it was accepted? They could have said no, hoga nahi, because it has already been. Then why 29, your lordship? Then why 29? If it has already been done as per this, it has already cut off date so and so, it has already done, your lordship. Then why did they sit for counselling on 29? Why did they accept my counselling on that day? They accepted my day and they said 14/8 वाला जो ये selection होगा वही माना जाएगा. Then if 29 is not applicable to me, your lordship, then 29 को हमारा होता ही नहीं, हमारा काउंसलिंग होता ही नहीं.
All right. Yes, that's all?
That's all, your lordship.
Yes.
And this is the
Yes.
paper there.
Yes. You appear for whom?
I am for the state papers.
Yes.
Lord,
Come to this annexure 3.
at the outset, I may point out there is a delay of 4 years in preparing this writ application.
That's all right.
Yes. My lord,
Yes.
even in the impugn order, your lordship, the authority has considered this letter, your lordship.
So all the counsellings which were done on 14/8/2010 have been cancelled
No, my
as
lord.
per this annexure 3. Is it not so?
No, my lords.
No?
No.
See, what is the order? On 14/8/2010, counselling was to be done for all the 53 places.
Yes.
Right? In the 4 units, it was to be done for all the places. Certain places counselling was done. This is what the letter says.
Yes.
Please read it.
Yes.
It's Hindi. It is not any foreign language.
Yes.
It says some places it was done.
Yes.
In certain places it was not done, and it was done with a back date, mentioning back date as 14/8. With this, when these complaints came, they they stayed the entire appointments, cancelled it, and directed all the education officers, all the Prakhand Adhikaris to conduct fresh counselling. If that is so, then her absence on 14/8 would not matter.
My lord, this is an admitted position. She can't dispute, your lordship, that on
All
14th
right,
of...
it's not disputed.
Yes.
But her absence on 14/8 will have
No
nothing, no meaning, because we don't know whether that was done on 14th August or not, because that is what the authorities say, that there were some places which was done, and in some places it was mentioned as a back date, that it was done on 14th. And higher meritorious candidates not mentioned. That is why fresh counselling. And it also does not stand to reason why a higher meritorious person should not be there for counselling. Unless you are able to show that she was present somewhere else on that day. Like in some cases which have come to this court. There are candidates who appear in another panchayat on that very day, and their presence is marked there. So once it is marked in a particular panchayat, so it cannot be marked in another place. That is how it is. But why should a higher meritorious person be then left out for this reason?
That is definitely my lord. But in the
so please read Annexure 3. If it gives some other meaning, you tell us.
Yes.
The fresh counselling का order है भाई. It is for all the places, all 53, 4 प्रखंड एवं 53 पंचायतों के.
In fact, my lord, that gets 45, your lordship, from page number 26 also, my lord. That what it appears, your lordship.
रद्द कर दिया उन्होंने.
Your lordship, may I pray one thing? It may be posted on in the next week, lordship. In the meantime, why I am saying so? Because the observation which is coming by this honorable court, that it appears to be prima facie true, because even annexure, that is page number 26, your lordship, my lord, would we see to be the first that the Parvechit ka naam. That it is also mentioned there, you know, that is the counseling date is fixed for 29 points.
For all the places. That is what we...
In fact, for the Kisunpur Panchayat also, your lordship. May I pray, your lordship, it may be taken after 2 weeks, just for my satisfaction, your lordship. Otherwise, my lord.
Council for the state wants time. List again. Date दे दीजिए. Next week की कोई date.
Item 37, along with analogous case.
What is this case?
In this case, the state was given time.
Has the counter affidavit been filed now?
Yes, my lord, I filed the counter affidavit. A copy has been not served today.
The counter affidavit has been filed. However, copy of the same has not been made available to the counsel for the petitioner.
As well as by
he is directed
to university also
to make available a copy. List this case again after 3 weeks. Meanwhile, in the meanwhile, reply, if any, may be filed to the counter.
So 21st February.
यूनिवर्सिटी को भी एक कॉपी चाहिए था जी.
Copy of the reply.
21st February. बहुत दिन से आ रहा है, 16 का केस है.
अब जब होना है, जिस दिन होना है उसी दिन होगा.
27.
इसे
मार्च में दे रहे हैं ना, मार्च
27th March. Item 38.
हो गया.
Manoj Kumar Manoj.
मतलब जिस केस में डेली लिस्ट बार चला जाता है कौन सी
Item 38, Mr. Manoj Kumar Manoj.
Please, your lords. Lord, this petition has been filed for the consideration of this petitioner for the post of head assistant, my lord. And reckoning the date which is made by which the compassionate appointment has been made on the 29/7/1989, my lord. My case is that the there was the appointment at the basis of compassionate ground, which has been done after following the due procedure headed by the committee, and it has been done in light of the compassionate appointment scheme, my lord, but on daily basis, my lord, but on daily basis. So the compassionate appointment scheme was visualized at the basis of the appointment in class 3 and class 4 at the regular basis, my lord, not on the daily basis, my lord. Or it has been done from 1989 on daily basis, and in 1995 it has been regularized and pay scale has been given. Thereafter, the petitioner has been working, my lord, since then, but the head...
95 they have regularized it?
Yes, my lord, regularized and pay scale has
granted you regular pay scale from 95?
1995.
So did you challenge that order?
My lord, 1995 I have not challenged, my lord. I just...
You have not claimed it from 89. Admittedly, from 89 till 95, that can be counted maximum for your pension purpose. But since you have been granted regular pay scale from 95, your seniority will have to come from that date only. Unless you would have challenged it.
During this period, my lord, the petitioner has
So
retired.
law is in your favor. Compassionate appointment has to be on regular basis.
Yes.
There is no such thing called daily wage. But I don't know in Bihar how you are taking it. The rule might be different.
My lord. And during pendency...
What is the rule for compassionate appointment here?
I produced the reference, although has been in itself in the daily wage order, my lord, on which the daily wage, it is annexure P3, my lord, page 16, my lord, in which the government memo number appointment 4211 dated 12/4/84, it has been produced by way of my supplementary affidavit, my lord. And in that also, there was the appointment, although there is no specific mentioning, it has been mentioned in 199.
What do they say? Is it against a permanent post which you were appointed?
Yes, permanent post.
Do they say so in their reply? Have you filed your counter?
Lord, we have filed counter. Actually, Lord, there is a circular which we have brought on record as annexure A to the counter affidavit. My lords may kindly see annexure A to the counter affidavit of the university. Lord, the compassionate appointment circular was issued by the state government, my lord, on 21st of August 1995, which says, my lord, in paragraph 11(2), Lord, it is at page 8. इस परिपत्र के प्रावधान निर्गत होने की तिथि से प्रभावी होंगे। पूर्व में हुई मृत्यु के मामले इस परिपत्र के प्रावधानों के आधार पर पुनर्विचार नहीं किया जा सकेगा। Therefore, my lord, after coming into force of this circular, my lord, they have been regularized.
कहाँ पढ़ रहे? आप पढ़ रहे थे जो बताए पेज?
Annexure A at page 6, my lord.
8 पे आप कौन सा पैरा पढ़ रहे?
Paragraph. It is, my lord, 5 lines from the top, my lord. 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th line.
इस परिपत्र के प्रावधान
जी निर्गत होने की तिथि से प्रभावी होंगे। पूर्व में हुई मृत्यु के मामले में इस परिपत्र के प्रावधानों के आधार पर पुनर्विचार नहीं किया जा सकता। Therefore, after coming into force of this circular, they were regularized, my lords, and regular appointment on compassionate ground was given. Wide notification dated 24/9/95.
What was the circular of 84?
My lord, that is applicable to the state government employees.
No,
Rajya Sarkar ke.
Appointed him under the 84 circular.
Yes, that is true, my lord, but that applies to the state government.
Where have you? Where is that circular?
My lord, that has been brought on record by my friend.
What does it say?
With the reply, my lord, at page 7. कार्मिक, my lords, may kindly see paragraph 2. कार्मिक एवं प्रशासनिक सुधार विभाग के परिपत्र संख्या इतना में यह प्रावधान है कि ऐसे सरकारी सेवकों जिनकी सामयिक मृत्यु सरकारी सेवा काल में हो गई, it was applies to the government employees. Therefore, my lord, when it was made applicable to the university employees in 95, my lord, altogether 68 persons were appointed on compassionate ground on regular basis, and he has never assailed either the 89 notification on daily wages or 1995, by which 68 persons were regularized. And now, my lord, the further development is that on 31st of January, he has also reached the age of superannuation. how can his case be considered for promotion?
We'll pass on after the.
My lord.
So already in the petitioner itself, but on the daily basis, Thereafter, the regulation had been made in 1995, my lord. So and during pendency of this, although this petitioner has
come to this page 18.
My lord.
The scheme which you have placed.
My lord.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That the scheme, this number 3, at the next page, para 2.
इसमें दिया है हुजूर, तो ये 80 वाला है।
हाँ।
लेकिन इन्होंने जो कंसीडर किया वो 84 का किया है। तो 84 में जो है वो हमने अपने रिप्लाई में लगाया है।
84 बताइए।
जी। 84 में उन सब चीज़ों का जिक्र नहीं है। ये है जो 7 पर है, तो इसमें कमिटी की अनुशंसा जो रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द कमिटी है उसको इन्होंने कहा है, ये है
अनुकंपा के आधार पर।
अनुकंपा के आधार पर
लास्ट में पैरा 4 पढ़े।
जी। इस परिप्रेक्ष्य में सम्यक विचार उपरांत निर्णय लिया गया है कि अनुकंपा के आधार पर सेवा काल में मृत सरकारी सेवक के परिवार के किसी एक सदस्य को 3 एवं 4 के पदों पर कार्मिक एवं प्रशासनिक सुधार विभाग की सहमति नियुक्ति पूर्व में लेने की शर्त को समाप्त कर दिया गया है और प्रत्येक विभाग में आयुक्त एवं सचिव को प्राधिकृत किया जाए कि वे अपने नियंत्रणाधीन सेवा काल में मृत सरकारी सेवक को परिवार के किसी एक सदस्य को वर्ग 3 एवं 4 के पदों पर कार्मिक एवं प्रशासनिक सुधार विभाग द्वारा निर्गत अनुदेशों में निहित शर्तों के अधीन नियुक्ति करते हुए एक 3 सदस्यीय समिति का गठन करें, जिसे अध्यक्ष संबंधित विभाग के कम से कम अपर सचिव की कोटि के हो। तो ये तो सरकार के केस में हो गया हुजूर। और देयर आफ्टर जो है ये समिति के अनुशंसा के आधार पर संबंधित विभाग के आयुक्त एवं सचिव आवश्यक आदेश पारित करेंगे। तो ये 84 वाला है। एक सर्कुलर और आया है हुजूर, 91 का सर्कुलर है, उसमें उन्होंने बजाता यूनिवर्सिटी ये 95 का सर्कुलर लगा रहे हैं, उसको हम कंट्राडिक्ट कर रहे हैं हुजूर। 91 का एक सर्कुलर है, उसमें यूनिवर्सिटी जो है वो यूनिवर्सिटी और ऑल अदर के लिए भी दिया गया है, जिसमें सभी को कंपैशनेट अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए कंसीडर करने की बात कही गई है।
You appear for the university?
Not I appear for the university.
Now you must have adopted this 84 circular. That is how you have appointed.
Lord, when daily wages appointment was being made, there was a reference to that, but Lord, the circular with regard to.
Mr. Counsel, please see the order which you have passed on page 16. We would like to know from you how have you referred to this circular?
Lord, there is a reference of that circular, but Lord,
if you have referred to a particular circular of the state government, that means university has adopted that circular.
Lord, for the first time, Lord, the circular of the.
And you have appointed this
that
person.
Came in 1995. On daily wages, my Lord.
On a post.
Lord, that was by Annexure 7. My Lords may kindly see Annexure 7 is appointment, not regularization. My Lords, met altogether 68 persons were appointed by Annexure 7, my Lord, which is dated 1995. After coming into force of the circular, when my Lord compassionate appointment was made applicable.
Appointment 95.
My Lord,
you have placed that order on record?
P by 7, my Lord, at page 24. May I place that, my Lord? The Vice Chancellor, after careful consideration of the report of the committee constituted for appointment of awards of deceased employee on compassionate ground, has been pleased to order that the following persons who were engaged on daily wages on compassionate ground are appointed against the available sanction posts, against their names with effect from so and so. And altogether 68 persons have been appointed.
So, can't be retrospective.
My Lord, because of that, so during the pendency, my Lord, the petitioner has retired. So mechanically, for the purposes of the petition and all that, may be considered, my Lord. So because they are not going to consider for the head assistant, section officer or the head assistant, but although
and if your lordship permit me, इनको ACP MSCP का लाभ दिया जा चुका है, which he has brought on record as Annexure P by 13, that he has been given way back in 2015 itself.
The petitioner, by way of this writ petition, raised to direct the respondents to promote the petitioner to consider his case for promotion to the post of head assistant, reckoning his seniority from 29 July 1989. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he was appointed on compassionate grounds on 29 July 1989.
Yes.
On a post of routine clerk.
Yes.
However, the appointment was shown to be on daily wage basis. Subsequently, by order dated 21/9/95, the petitioner was shown to be appointed on third grade routine clerk with effect from 9th October 1995. Learned counsel submits that the initial appointment on 29 July 89 was with reference to the government circular dated 12/4/84, which required to appoint persons on compassionate ground against a post, and therefore the petitioner's services from 89 up to 1995 ought to be counted as substantive service, as he was working on a permanent post, and the period of service should be counted for the purpose of seniority and other benefits. Learned counsel submits that the petitioner has attained superannuation and the period should also be counted for the purpose of grant of pension and other retirement benefits. Per contra, learned counsel appearing for the university has submitted that it is only after the state government framed procedure for appointment on compassionate grounds in the universities by this notification dated 21st August 95, that the petitioner was appointed against a substantive post, and the period of service rendered from 89 to 95 cannot be counted to include for the purpose of seniority or otherwise. It is also pointed out that the petitioner has been granted the benefits of ACP
and MSCP. The notification is below that Annexure P3.
Counting his period of service from 95.
P13.
None of the orders were challenged by the petitioner at any given point of time, and merely for the purpose of promotion, the said period of service cannot be counted. I have considered the submission. The period spent on daily wage basis cannot be said to be on a substantive post. The petitioner was posted on regular basis against a substantive post only by an order dated 21/9/95 with effect from 9th October 95. (24 24/9/90). And therefore, prior service could not be counted for the purpose of seniority. This court also notices that the order dated 24/9/95 was accepted by the petitioner without challenging it in any court of law. He has also accepted his appointment from the said day for the purpose of granting ACP as well as MACP. He therefore cannot turn around now and claim the said period from 89 to 95 for purpose of promotion or otherwise. He has continued the action of the petitioner amounts to acquiescence. Accordingly, no case for interference is made out in petition is dismissed.
Oshuar case, item 7, Mr. Kaushal Kishore. Item 7, Mr. Kaushal Kishore.
Second round, no one appears. Dismissed for non-prosecution.
Mr. Prince Kumar Mishra.
Yes, what is this case?
May it please your lordship. My lord, petitioners herein are basically, lords, they were candidates for the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, your lordship.
Okay.
We succeeded in the examination, your lordship. In fact, we were issued the letter asking that we should come and take the admission. We took NOC from transfer from the earlier school, my lord. However, my lord, subsequently a letter has been issued citing a decision of the Bombay High Court and more particularly clause 4.1 of the prospectus, saying that your admission is being cancelled, your lordship. My lords, yesterday your lordship has heard it, and a pointed question was asked by your lordship. Although, my lords, last night I did some research with regard to the prospectus and what is the object behind issuing such a prospectus and the objective of Navodaya Vidyalaya scheme, your lordship. But before I take to those lines, your lordship, my lords, two decisions, one of the Honorable Bombay High Court and one of the Honorable Karnataka High Court, even a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, saying that even a decision of the full bench of the Bombay High Court would not bind a single judge of any other High Court, your lordship, because the High Courts are ultimately courts of coordinate jurisdictions. They are not superior courts. In fact, my lord, the plain language of Article 226(1) also makes it very clear that their judgments have application only over the territorial jurisdiction over which it exercises jurisdiction. Now, my lords, may I pass in two judgments, your lordship? But these were the two judgments which has been very frequently cited.
You just now said there is a judgment of Supreme Court.
Yes, my lord.
Show that. That will finish off. That judgment is not even binding on any other court.
Yes, 79(4) SEC.
Page 429.
Yes, your lordship. Now, my lord,
This is with regard to civil CBC.
My lords, this question as to whether a decision of the Travancore High Court, as it then was, would bind the Madras High Court, and my lord would straight away turn to para 21. My lord has got para 21, page 436, your lordship.
Yes. Where does it say that it was a Yes.
Now, my lords, a very exhaustive decision of the Gujarat High Court, a special bench judgment of 5 bench. My lords, my lord would kindly have AIR 62. Gujarat page 128. My lord has got it. My lord may straight away turn to para 4, your lordship. Para 4, my lords. Para 4 at page 133, your lordship. My lord, may I read, your lordship?
Yes.
My lord, may I read, your lordship? If my lord has seen, then my lord, I will skip it. In the middle, your lordship would see that it says that a decision of one high court is not binding on another high court. Even a decision of a full bench of one high court is not binding on a judge sitting singly in another court. A decision of a high court judge sitting singly is not legally binding on another judge of the same court, same high court, sitting singly. So also a decision of a division bench of a high court is not legally binding on another division of bench of the same high court.
Forward. Yes, come to this part.
I'm so sorry, my lord. But I was reading para 4, your lordship.
Yes, yes, sir.
My lord has seen it. Now, my lord, similar view stand expounded by two other judgments. I will not trouble your lordship with the judgments. I will just passing the copy, my lord would see.
All right.
My lord, these are two judgments, one of the Honorable Karnataka High Court and one of the Bombay High Court. And this was with respect to an all India legislation like Income Tax Act. Now, my lord, the case which I have just given, the Bombay High Court case, your lordship. My lord, there the question was with regard to section 10, subsection 31 of the Income Tax Act, as to whether house rent allowances and the leave encashment should that be counted as income or not. Now, there was a decision of the Madras High Court on the very same issue, your lordship. And this was an argument that since a division bench of another high court has decided the same issue with respect to all India legislation, and therefore this should bind this honorable court. Now the Bombay High Court was pleased to repel that submission, saying that no, this should not bind, and if my lord would straightaway come to para. My lord, there is a long discussion, and the conclusion stands at para 20 of the Bombay High Court judgment, your lordship. If my lord would turn to para 20, there is a paragraph 20, para D, your lordship, on page 7, your lordship. Discussion begins from para 11 onward, your lordship, and the conclusion is at para 20, my lords.
All right. Yes, any further in this para? Anyone else it again discusses, or that is all?
Now, the judgment which I just gave for the first time, the Honorable Supreme Court judgment, my lord, that stands referred in para 11. In para 11, my lord, just a small paragraph, my lord. It is equally well stated that decision of a one high court is not a binding precedent on another high court. The Supreme Court in case of Valiyamma Champakam Pillai versus Sivanthu Pillai 79-4 SCC 429, dealing with the controversy whether a decision of the erstwhile Travancore High Court can be made a binding precedent on Madras High Court on the basis of principle of stare decisis, clearly held that such a decision can at best have a persuasive effect and not the force of a binding precedent on the Madras High Court. And my lords, there is a detailed discussion, and if my lord would kindly turn to para 20, the judgment of the Bombay High Court, my lord, para 20, your lordship. Now, my lord, this is the calculation. They have culled out the para 20, your lordship. My lord has seen para 20.
Yes.
Now, my lord would skip A, B, C, D. A, B, C because this is not relevant for the present purpose. My lord would straightway turn to para D. Next page, my lord, page 7. The decision of one high court is neither binding precedent for another high court nor for the courts or tribunal outside its own territorial jurisdiction. It is well settled that the decision, and my lord, similar view stands expounded in the Karnataka High Court. My lord, I have given a copy. My lord would just, because the idea being, my lord, even the plain language, because my lord, of 226(1) talks about the concept of territoriality, and high courts are courts of coordinate jurisdiction. Lord, they are not superior courts. One high court is not superior high court of the other high court. Unlike Supreme Court, which, my lord, in terms of Article 141, it says that the law laid down by the Supreme Court would be binding on all courts. It uses the words on all.
Which para in this case?
Oh, I'm so sorry, my lords. Now, my lords, para 19, page 1532, para 19. From here onwards, my lord would see the discussion, para 19, my lords.
Yes.
And my lords, in this case, judgments of the Honorable Madras High Court was cited to say that since Madras High Court has taken a view, this court should follow. My lords were pleased to again reject the submission, saying that it would be desirable to follow the law, provided it conforms to the legal principles, your lordship. And my lords were pleased to reject that submission, my lords. Even, my lord, the plain language of Article 226(1) of the Constitution.
That's all right. You come on what else you want to argue.
My lord, these were the 2-3 judgment on the point as to whether the decision of the Bombay High Court, which has been cited by the other side, would bind this court or not. Now, my submission for your lordship kind consideration in view of the judgments is that the division bench judgment of the Bombay High Court, with greatest respect, does not bind this court, your lordship, because that judgment proceeds on an erroneous assumption of law, your lordship, and as well fact, your lordship. Now, may I request your lordship kindly take up my writ application, because there are certain things which I want to show.
What you have argued day before yesterday, don't go ahead.
But I will not even touch those points. My lord, I will only take up those points which I have just worked out, my lord, last night, my lords. Now, my lord would kindly come to clause 4.1, your lordship. It is at page 25 of my application, your lordship. My lord has got page 4.1.
Yes.
Now, my lords, only the candidate from the district concerned, where the Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya has been opened, are eligible to apply for admission. However, the district where JNV is opened is bifurcated at a later date. The old boundaries of the district are considered for the purpose of eligibility for admission into JNVST. In case of a new Vidyalaya is not stated in the newly bifurcated district as yet. Now, my lord, the word district concerned is being read as resident, your lordship. Now, my lord, it's a basic principle of interpretation and construction that exclusion has to be specific. My lord, 4.1 does not say that I have to be resident of district Jamui, then only I can take admission in the Navodaya Vidyalaya situated at Jamui. Now, my lord, this gets further clear from 4.3, your lordship. Now, my lord, turn to page 4, clause 4.3, your lordship. This would make clear, your lordship. a candidate appearing for selection test must be studying in class 5 for whole of the academic session 21-22 in government aided or other recognized schools. My lord, we have been studying in a government school in Jamui since class 3, 4, 5. My lord, that is a requirement, my lords. Now, once again, I beseech upon your lordship to come to 4.1, your lordship, because this clause is being mischievously interpreted to say that I have to be a resident, your lordship. My lord would see that 4.1 does not talk about residence. It nowhere says that. It simply says that district concern. My lord, district concern cannot be read as meaning it is a resident. Now, and my lords, I will take your lordship to a judgment where your lordship has said that exclusion, if it relates to its eligibility, then exclusion has to be a specific, your lordship. Exclusion cannot be by necessary intendment. You cannot assume. Now, my lord, would turn to clause 3.6, your lordship.
We're reading 4.3. Read it complete.
4.3, my lord. Absolutely, I'm obliged, my lords. A candidate appearing for selection test must be studying in class 5 for whole of the academic session 21-22 in a government aided or other recognized school, or B certificate competency course of National Institute of Open Schooling in same or B certificate competency course of National Institute of Open Schooling in same district where he or she is seeking admission. My lord would see that uses the word or. This requirement is for NIOS, your lordship, and that I have shown your lordship yesterday, 2.1.3, your lordship. The requirement of resident is only for NIOS. In fact, the prospectus prescribe a specific format for the NIOS candidate. My lord, the requirement of having resident is only for the NIOS candidate. My lord would find at page 40 of the prospectus resident certificate. This has been specifically given for NIOS candidate. Page 40, your lordship. Page 40, my lords. My lord had got page 40, your lordship. My lord would see applicable for candidate who seek admission through studies in NIOS and to be furnished at the time of admission to JNV, your lordship. And my lord, this is, my lord, for other candidates other than NIOS, my lord, there is no resident certificate prescribed in the prospectus. If they wanted that we should also furnish a resident certificate, they could have very well given that you have to give in this format. And on the next page, your lordship, my lord, just see the next page, the application form, your lordship, next page. And I would, my lord, the reason I'm showing the application form, because it has a purpose, your lordship. And the purpose is that the 75% students have to be admitted from rural background, your lordship. Now, my lord, would kindly come to particulars. There is a column, your lordship, particulars. Name of the school, studied 3, 4, studying 5 and village. Month, school location, rural and urban, your lordship. Month of year. My lord, this is relevant because it can happen that I may be living in a town for earning my wages, but my child is living in a rural area, and therefore he would get admission in 75% quota, your lordship. In fact, the objective of the Navodaya Vidyalaya is that to identify talents who are in rural areas and give them better schooling, your lordship. Therefore, the 75% seats have been booked for rural areas, your lordship. People live in Delhi for as a daily wager, etc. Their family is living in a village, your lordship. So they would get on account of living in a rural area, studying in a rural school, 3, 4, 5, Your Lordship, they will get 75% quota benefit, Your Lordship. Now,
the note.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Read it.
In respect of NIOS students, area will be decided on the basis of residence of the candidate, Your Lordship. Now, I once again implore Your Lordship to kindly come to 3.6, my lords. 3.6, my lords. My lord would find at page 24. Page 24. My lord has got it. Yes. The candidates and their parents, guardians may note that the children selected on the basis of a test will be admitted only in the JNB located in the district from where they are studying in class 5 and appearing for the JNVST. Under no circumstances, the selected candidate will be given admission to any other JNB. No request for shifting of a student on account of medium of instruction in JNV concern, shifting of parents, guardian to other states will be entertained, Your Lordship. Now, my lord, the facts of the case. Now, my lord, would also see one more clause that would be helpful, Lord. 3.8, Your Lordship. The argument with regard to rural areas, Your Lordship. 3.8, Your Lordship. Candidates applying for admission under rural category will have to produce a certificate to the effect that the school where candidate has studied in class 3, 4, 5 is located in rural area. Now, my lord,
how is it relevant for your listing?
My lord, I will connect this with the object of the Navodaya Vidyalaya scheme.
How does it connect? Rural area can be in all districts. Rural area can be in the other district also where you are a resident of.
No. My lord, the requirement is that. My lord, may I answer? My lord, the requirement in terms of 3.6, Your Lordship, I should.
Sir, that's another thing. When you are referring to rural area, what do you want to show?
Now,
for the purpose of the denial which has been done, remain on the point. There is no such issue regarding rural area.
My lord, then I will not belabor on those issues, Your Lordship. And now, my lord, a judgment as to if there has to be exclusion, the exclusion has to be specific. It cannot be assumed, Your Lordship.
That you have said.
2010, Volume 5, SCC, 349, Your Lordship. My lord, sir.
2010, Volume
5, SCC, 349, Your Lordship. My lord, it's a settled principle of interpretation, Your Lordship. I would only.
Which para are you referring to?
Para 41, 43, 45, and 47, Your Lordship.
41, 43, and 47.
And yes, Your Lordship, 47, Your Lordship.
All right. Anything else? Shall we ask him to address? Yes, Mr. Singh.
Sir, बोलिए ना. खत्म हो गया. हाँ सर बोलिए.
Your Lordships, firstly, my learned friend is cited judgments and the proposition that judgment of one High Court is not binding on the other. There is no dispute about that. It's well settled, but at the same time, in one of the judgments, I don't know which one, because he's handed over copies, he himself read out that portion that it has a persuasive value. Nothing more than that. I cannot submit anything more than that. And regarding the Bombay judgment that we have annexed, it is only persuasive value. Your Lordships would be absolutely correct to agree or disagree. But Your Lordships, on facts, persuasive value also is material. And on the facts of a case, persuasive value can make a difference. Now, Your Lordships, so far as this case is concerned, there are two aspects, Your Lordships. One is 3.4.1, which has been read out several times, Your Lordships, but I'll bother Your Lordships yet again. At page 25, who is eligible? Only the candidates from the district concerned where the Navodaya Vidyalaya has been opened are eligible. To apply for admission. This is the relevant portion, Your Lordships, because in the case of Bihar, there is a Navodaya Vidyalaya in every district. So no district is deprived of the facility of a Navodaya Vidyalaya. Now, Your Lordships, so far as the purpose for this restriction or this stipulation, I would say, is concerned, Your Lordships, is one very twofold, Your Lordships. First is that at least 70, Your Lordships may come to page 26, 4 rural candidates. A, at least 75% of the seats in a district, I am emphasizing the words in a district, will be filled by candidates selected from rural areas of the district, and remaining seats will be filled from the urban areas again of the district. So, Your Lordships, I would submit, Your Lordships, that it plainly talks of district-wise admission, more specifically keeping in mind that there is a Navodaya Vidyalaya in every district. So it is for a district, 75% rural students, 25% urban areas. This is one reason, Your Lordships, one stipulation. And if Your Lordships will come to the next page, for urban candidates, how are we going to decide who is rural and urban? Now, one of the stipulations, Your Lordships, is a candidate who has studied in a school located in an urban area, even for a single day of session in class 3, 4, and 5, will be considered as an urban candidate. Urban areas are those which are so defined in 2011 census or through a subsequent government notification. All other areas will be considered as rural. Now, Your Lordships, 2011 census, in my humble submission, again makes a direct correlation with the population of a district. One of the primary purpose of census, Your Lordships, is to tabulate and to make out, ascertain the numbers. And numbers has to be for a specific area. And in our case, Your Lordships, it is the area is a district, and the numbers in a district, urban, rural, that has to be ascertained. Next, Your Lordships, reservation of seats. A, at least 75 of the seats in a district are filled by candidates selected from the rural areas, and remaining seats are filled from the urban areas of the district. Now, in virtually every clause, Your Lordships may notice that it is of the district in a district. Then next, Your Lordships, again it says, reservation of seats in favor of children belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes is provided in proportion to their population in the district concerned, provided that in no district such a reservation will be less than the national average, 15% for SC and 7.5% for ST, but subject to the maximum 50% of both categories, SC and ST, taken together. These reservations are interchangeable and over and above the candidates selected under open merit. Now, Your Lordships, I ask myself a question. This reservation of a district in the district, how are we going to ascertain if we are going to go outside the district? Obviously, Your Lordships, it is the residents of the district and the district alone, who would be considered? Because again, direct 15%, 7.5% again of the district, the population of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes in the district, and so much percentage is reserved for them. It has to be of a district. It cannot be at large of the whole nation or whole state. Your Lordships, then again there's one more stipulation, probably not relevant here, is that minimum 1/3 of the total seats are filled by girls. Then 27% reservation shall be provided to the OBC students over and above the reservation for SCs and STs. The reservation to the OBC students shall be implemented as per central list as applicable from time to time. The OBC candidates not included in central list would apply as general candidates. So I ask myself, Your Lordships, if it is to be inter-district and not intra-district, then how would we cater to the population of the district this reservation clause? And reservation is something, Your Lordship.
Reservation is district-wise.
That's what they say.
State-wise.
Of this district. Result is, Your Lordship, the results are declared district-wise. By the CBSE. By the...
We don't have a population census on basis of reservation.
Your Lordships, but of the district.
And it is always reservation has to be for a particular state.
Your Lordship,
notification is also that.
Your Lordship, the number of seats available in a district, 15% of that has to be given to the residents of the district.
That views.
And similarly, 27.5% for STs of the district. So if we have children coming from other districts, then how do we do that? And that is probably the reason, as a policy, of course, that in every district there is a Navodaya Vidyalaya. So whichever district you fit in, you take admission there. Then the other clause that was read, Your Lordships, 3.6. Now that again, Your Lordships, is something which is a little creates the confusion and is a bit contradictory, I'll admit, Your Lordships. Now 3.6 speaks of the candidate must have studied in that very district in class 3, in class 5. In class 5, it doesn't say 3, 4, it says class 5. Now, Your Lordships, this would be a question that what if he studied in one district in class 5 and is a resident of other district? Then
he doesn't get admission.
That is the question, Your Lordships, that has arisen, and this is where Your Lordships will have to decide. And Your Lordships, I'm not running away from it. What I'm submitting is this, Your Lordships. That is where, Your Lordships, the rules of harmonious construction will come in. No clause, to the extent possible, to the extent as Your Lordships pleases, should become odious.
What is that principle? What about the principle that if any clause results in taking away a right of a person, student, then it has to be declared ultra vires?
Your Lordship,
if that interpretation is reached, which results in depriving a child of his studies,
Your Lordships,
did not amount to being ultra vires?
Your Lordships,
if an interpretation cannot be taken in this manner.
So far as this matter is concerned, Your Lordships, this is an all-India phenomenon. These rules prevail all over the country. And Your Lordships,
we are thankful to you. It took us to one provision which gives some idea.
Your Lordship, I can't run away. What is
there?
Both sides, it is my duty to show you both.
Candidate for urban candidates, line which you read there, page 27. That gives slight idea how a students will be considered. Who has studied in a school located in an urban area. So it is where that school is located will matter for a student.
I'm sorry, Your Lordship, the reading.
A candidate who has studied For
in
urban
a school located in an urban area, even for a single day of session of class.
So if a school is located in an urban area,
Your Lordship,
though he may be a resident of village, he'll be treated as an urban.
he'll be treated as an urban
So
candidate.
the relevant factor is where the school is located. 3.6 also says the same thing. If the school is located in a particular village, particular district, you will be eligible in that district. And here for urban also, you exclude a student where the school is located in that particular. That is how it will have
Your
to.
Lordships may also consider this B at page 27, Your Lordships. Then how will the reservation, Your Lordships, the children of that district, if Your Lordships say children are studying in
proportion to their population in the district, there is no such sense. You know, we have this issue came much back in that reservation relating to JATs.
Your Lordship, so far as SC/ST is concerned, SC/ST
it has not to be district wise, na. The issue with regard to, if you remember, with regard to नहीं.
Your Lordship, the results are also published like this.
Post किया हुआ है.
Your Lordship, the results are also published like that. And
population of 50% of the relating to the population of the district, it is not like that. It is 50% of the state. 50% of reservations all over total number of,
so far as I have understood.
For the state means, I think for the number of seats which are there in Navodaya, 50% will have to be reserved. That is
always in reservation, 50% of the available seats. If there are 100 seats, the reservation, all forms of reservation cannot be 51. It has to be 50.
It has to be that way.
And but this,
I believe you have number of seats in Navodaya according to the population of that particular district. Is it so?
That is what I am instructed, Your Lordship.
That in every district, Navodaya Vidyalaya, the number of students who are admitted, say, is it in proportion to the district population?
It varies as per the population.
Then it will be there. Then it is how it is.
It varies according to population. We can bring that on record.
No, that is there. That will be.
So therefore, Your Lordships, it has to be, the district has to be considered, and of course, no child's interest should also be harmed, Your Lordships. I cannot say that, but Your Lordships may also consider then the kids of that district are going to be deprived because children coming from outside.
Have we a concept of children having any residence, or is it their parents? The residence certificate or the domicile is not for a child below 18.
Well, they have Aadhaar card, they all have. We have got...
He might say, but the domicile, residence certificates, are they related to children?
No, Your Lordships...
The concept of Indian Constitution, we don't have that.
Your Lordships will see the party positions, they all
it
say...
is the citizens and the right of not a person or an individual, but because the residence certificate, if you see, that is given by the parent.
Your Lordships, even the address in the party positions, Your Lordship will see.
See, come to residence certificate.
Your Lordships may first see page 1.
Oh, that they may have said.
वो सब है शेखपुरा.
Oh, father is at
Resident of.
It will be son through his guardian. It has to be through his guardian.
So for all minors, Your Lordships, it will always
be. The residence certificate is of the father.
Residence certificate, Your Lordships, always where the parents reside.
So the deprivation of the child would not be there.
Child, Your Lordships, below 18 years, how can he declare anything?
All right.
That is the situation, Your Lordships.
I had restrained myself because there is a division bench judgment of Bombay High Court.
Your Lordship may see page 61
which I propose to differ.
That of course.
But that is why before that I wanted to be on a safer ground, wanted to have some judgments from
Your Lordship page 61, Your Lordship may see.
61.
Page 61 is the child's issued by the government, of course issued at the instance of the petitioners or their parents themselves. Pariniti is the name of the student who is a petitioner, and ये शेखपुरा जिला शेखपुरा राज्य बिहार के स्थायी निवासी हैं.
We don't have, I'm afraid 61 is your sum.
Counter affidavit. Page 61, you lodge counter affidavit.
61 is a counter.
61 internal running page है.
It's a running page. There's a para 18 and 19 of your.
Counter affidavit of respondent number 6. Okay, 60.
This is a
counter affidavit of respondent number 1.
6.
Respondent number 6, page 61. Internal page 61.
Internal page 61. These are all crossed.
सब कर दिया हुआ है. You can, your lordship may see just one. This is a certificate obtained by the petitioners and or their guardians, your lordships. ये जिला शेखपुरा राज्य बिहार के निवासी हैं.
I don't know how your government.
This is what they have submitted.
This is from your government here. But the government can't be issued.
Government will issue
for child.
Government will issue what they apply. Your lordship, there are so many things happening. Your lordship, regarding this case also, there are so many things which I have been instructed, but I can't say it because it won't be appropriate. But it is not what it is made out. That I can say. Your lordships, there
can be special pair children.
Your lordship,
they may not be studying at all there.
There are many manipulations, and if this certificate can be obtained, that certificate can also be obtained, and that is what happens. Your lordships, off the record.
We'll go on the law instead of going on those presumptions, because
then your lordships, even this will be. This will also may be considered.
We'll go on the question of law. Whether such things can be.
Then this also may be considered, your lordship. Because it is their document. We have not obtained it. We have only reproduced it here from what they gave us.
Yes.
And your lordship, so far as the Bombay High Court is concerned, of course, your lordship has already.
There is one argument which he has raised, which we want to know. Is there a requirement of residence certificate apart from those who have done NIUS? That is what one of the argument is, which I require you to please answer, is that it was not required, even though you have demanded, but residence certificate was only required from NIUS, and that too by the parent, as per page 40 from your formats.
Your lordship may see page 28.
28.
That of course says for NIOS. Your lordships, but then residence certificates.
So he says that when it is not required, then where was the occasion of looking into it for the purpose of denying it? Because the very prospectus nowhere intends any student from being distinguished on the ground of residence certificate except NIOS. This is one argument which is raised.
Your lordship.
We will look into it. We'll pass an order.
And your lordships may also